Having run your event for many years, what are some of the mistakes you've seen people make at networking
Um,
events?
the classic one is the one you just said. Um, and we used to call them carpet bombers because we'd see their business cards all over the floor at the end because they'd just walk up to people and they'd hand them a business card and then they walk off and the person would go, who are you? Why have you given me a business card for? And they'd find their business, we'd find their business card discarded all over the place. People need to make a connection. And one thing to say to people, look, it's just chat because you don't know what that person's there for. And the most important thing is I used to just ask people, how's it going? Where are you from? Because where you're from, you can work out actually, oh, so you're from there. And you might bump into somebody else that's from the same place later on, and you could put these two people together. What do you do? And not just in property, because a lot of people were doing something else, and property was something that they only just started. Um, what they're looking for. How can I help them? It always became about how can I help you? Who can I introduce you to? And I found that really helped. And by asking people some questions and open-ended questions and just using what we use the least is use our ears and listen, you can learn so much about people because most people's favorite topic is guess what? Themselves.
Absolutely.
And if you get them talking about themselves, your networking is so much easier because then you don't have to say anything. You don't have to try and be interesting. One of the phrases I heard very on was be interested, not interesting, right? And the more you listen to people, the more you try and understand them, the more they will engage with you and the more they'll remember you. They will not remember that person who ran around the room with a business card, flinging them in these people's hands. They'll remember them as a joke, but they won't remember them as a person. And I used to go to networking events where there were like 200, I mean, we used to have 200-300 people at ours, but I would only want to have one or two quality conversations, maybe three in an evening. That's all I'd want. I wouldn't want to, I would never worry about the other 200 people I hadn't spoken to. I just want to speak to one or two people, find out who they are, where they're from, what they're doing, why they're there, and just engage with them.